Yes, I've got all 10 on these Spot the Differences on this Citizen L12 7-axis sliding head machine featured in the back of the MTD latest edition Aerospace Sector Report magazine, this month's edition. Woo! Have you got yours? Anyways, let's kick this week off with another famous
Blast from the Past,
which was filmed at A&R Manufacturing in Bourne End. They absolutely love their Hurcos. Here we have an older 3-axis mill, but they are combining it with their latest 5-axis machine, so check this out.
This is another blast from the past, but this is for some Hurco machines. Now, here we've got a 3-axis mill from Hurco. It's about 20 years old. We did check around about it, but it hasn't got a date stamp on it. But as you can see, full 3-axis, still used regularly, holding tolerances of 0.05, so 50 microns. And here we've got 24 tool station there. But what they're using here is they're using it for a second hop where it's a simple job, just cleaning the back of the part off, drilling, tapping, things like that. But the reason for this video is, obviously that's the old machine. This is their latest machine here, and we are at A&R Manufacturing in Bourne End. This is their full 5-axis simultaneous pièce de résistance. Absolutely love it. 18,000 spindle speed, 35 kilowatts. As I said, the full 5-axis simultaneous. You can see there in the working envelope, trunnion there, billet being held. I'll come to that in a minute, but let's get back to the controls. I won't touch them because I don't want to basically mess up what they've been manufacturing all day. But easy to use touchscreen, and as the operator said, you get used to touchscreen. You don't want to go back from that. Absolutely loves it. This keyboard actually pops out, so for ease of programming, when you're putting this programming in. Now, another big reason for mentioning that is, you've actually got here on the side here, the Aroa Compact 80. That will hold 48 pallets there, but it will actually hold 48 different jobs. So you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to program that. All really, really simple to do on this machine. So you cut, paste, it's Windows controlled. It's absolutely fantastic. And a great example of the work they're doing is here. So it's being machined in the working envelope. That is this part here being held on the pallet system there. So obviously you've got your 0-point clamp there, so nice, giving you that repeatability, accurate. A lot of material removal in there. As you can see, drilled taps, slotted. Fantastic bit of work there. I'm thinking around 3 hours work, and then over to the old machine, just to finish it off on the back there. So a little bit of drilling and then finish it off there. That's it. So great example of Hurcos, the old to the new.
Guys, I'm really sorry, but I can't decide on a name. I know that I've been inundated with so many suggestions on what to call it, and trust me, I've had so many good suggestions, but I just can't decide. And I know that it's really annoying, and it's annoying for you, and it's annoying for me, but I can't decide on a name. So at the moment, the MTD Network's show is called I Can't Decide on a Name. I know, I've disappointed not only myself, but you guys. I've let you all down. I'm just so sorry. I'm just a waste man. Okay, so today on Gina Asks, we've done Blast from the Past, haven't we? Yeah. So today on Gina Asks, I'm asking, what's the difference between a lathe and a turning centre? Over to you, Paul.
Paul, tell me the difference between a lathe and a turning centre.
Okay, a lathe is essentially for turning a component, just a round bar where you are simply turning. A turning centre is when you start to introduce multi-function capability and multi-axis capability. So it means you might have a C-axis on the machine on the spindle, you might have a Y-axis to do milling and off-centre milling, and you may have driven tools on the turret to do milling, drilling and tapping as well.
Okay, there's a number of aspects you mentioned there, but in terms of components, how would they look or how would they differ?
So a lathe or a CNC lathe would turn apart, and that is as complicated as it would get. It would just turn a component. A turning centre would do the turning, but it would also introduce other aspects and disciplines of machining, which it would include or could include things like we've said, milling, drilling, and it would have potentially a sub-spindle where you can do second operation work. It would make more complex components.
Oh, wow. So a lathe is typically used to refer to simpler machines, like those that have to perform turning operations, which, oh my God, this is too much. Right. Oh, wow. So a lathe is typically used to refer to simpler machines, like those that only perform turning operations, with usually just a X and and Z-axis. A turning centre, on the other hand, will likely integrate milling, drilling and sub-spindle capabilities and include a Y-axis. So great stuff. Thank you so much, Paul. Right, so we have something super cool for you guys to check out. A friend of the show, Tom Scabala, sent in how I made this part, which I'm going to break this down for you. It's held in a Girardi vise by 4 M8 cap heads and 2 tolerance slots, which has 4 toleranced upstands. The first op starts with the inside, which consists of roughing out the outside and halfway down the metal. It then continues to form in the middle. Then using a 10mm ball nose to finish the middle form and a 6mm ball nose to finish the 2 sides. It then finishes with 3mm just to take out the edges. The second op consists of roughing out the remaining outside and the angle of the part. It then comes in with the ball nose and finishes the angle, chamfers around the part and engraves the company logo onto it. Finally, Tom finished the 2 sides with the 16mm end mill. This way there was no mismatch trying to finish each side separately, creating a beautiful finish. This whole job was programmed on a Fusion 360 and ran on a Hurco VM30i, using a Girardi vise. Fantastic piece, thank you so much. Send in your how I made this part and have it featured on this nameless show. I asked you guys, what would you laser? And if you could laser absolutely anything in the world, here's what you said on LinkedIn. Check out this T-Rex that's about 6 foot tall from Shah on LinkedIn, from Grenville Engineering. I'd love to see some more photos of what you guys have been making and what you've been up to, so make sure to send them in. Next week, I'm going to be going live on LinkedIn with Ted, who's the director of CNC Spindle Repair Experts in America. So I can't wait to obviously showcase this new show, MTD Network, MTDCNC, on LinkedIn, live in America. Well, I'm not in America, he's in America, but we're going to be going live. And make sure that you get your brand new fantastic edition of the MTD CNC magazine. It's absolutely beautiful and full of knowledge and things that are going to interest you. And there's barely any typos. Yeah, bye.